Hi.
Hello,
Yeah. Good evening.
good evening. Comfortable? Ready?
Yes. Comfortable, ready.
How coincidental is it that yes, last session we were talking about environment about the environment and how we can take more responsibility, and today's topic is natural disaster.
No, today's topic is festival.
I was wondering, I'm like, wait, did I miss a session or what is it? No, okay, let's talk about that then.
Yeah.
I'll make the change.
No.
I'll write festivals over here.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you want to talk about festival?
Festivals. There are so many things talk about festivals. I mean, in India, we live. In India, there are there are different religious people who,
There are so many different religions.
yeah, religions. And every religion has their own festivals, their own traditions, their own custom. So some it is like quite beautiful to see India. If someone if I mean this is imagination. Like if someone someone sees our in India from the space, and people how celebrate different festivals. So I would say that the person would be wondered. Is it correct?
Will be that person will be wondering what's going on.
Wondering, or would be? Can I use would be wondered?
Yeah, the person
Yeah,
would wonder how.
yeah, yes, yeah. So festivals are an impressive way to celebrate, like different uh, like we have a glorious heritage traditions, and we have so many mythology. Is it correct pronunciation?
Mythology. So you cannot say a
Mythology.
mythology. We have so many different mythology. We can say that we have so many different myths, and
Myths.
our mythology is so diverse.
Diverse. Yes. So we have so many reasons to celebrate different festivals.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. And at the same time, this is also like we are running fast nowadays, so it is festivals are some joyful break for us, that we can
Mm.
celebrate, we can wear some beautiful clothes, and and we prepare at home. We prepare sweets at home and different dishes, and there are different way to celebrate. By the way, some people celebrate with sweets and dishes, and some people celebrate with alcohol, and you know.
Yes,
Yeah, in cities area nowadays this is trend,
it's
I
an
think so.
excuse to get drunk and party.
You think so?
No, I'm trying to help you with the sentence.
Okay, what did you say? Then could you please repeat? It is just.
You said nowadays in the cities people don't focus so much on the sweets, and then they invest in alcohol, right? I was just
Yes.
saying that what you were trying to say is they take this moment, even though it's a break in their rat race. You know what a rat race is?
No, I didn't know. I Sorry, yeah, I don't know.
So rat race is basically a phrase that we use to say that we are in a race to outdo everyone else around us, and we are running around like rats and not focusing on the important things or things that should matter, like your family and your own health, right? So
Yes.
you can say cities like Mumbai and New York, these are all cities and cities and cultures where the rat race is really important. If you don't run the race, you'll get left behind or you will suffer in life.
Okay,
So
could you please repeat that phrase, because I still am not able to
rat,
understand.
rat race,
Or spell out.
rat like a chuha,
Rat, then out. Rat.
race.
Race. Okay. Yes, got it.
Okay, so
Rat
you can
race.
say that people in Mumbai are running a rat race. What do you mean by that is basically people are always constantly running around doing something. They always have something to do. They don't have time to do anything else. In which situation festivals are like a small break, and then they can come back to the reality and they can focus their time on their family, or
Yes,
spend time with their parents, preparing sweets, or
sweets.
welcoming
Yeah,
guests and getting in touch with relatives, because it's so difficult to get time to go meet your first cousins or second cousins or whatever it is.
cousins. Yes, yes. You're right. You're right. I remember that whenever Diwali is the biggest festival for us. So whenever Diwali uh, come, yeah,
Comes
Diwali
around.
comes around. So we are very excited that we have to do so many things. First we need to think about our clothes. We are very
Hmm.
conscious about clothes, that what we are going to
Where?
wear on that day. And then after that, rangoli is the second most important thing for us. In our state, I mean in my city, we started I'm sorry, we start making rangoli since afternoon on that day, and this is like competition.
Okay, so you can say
Exactly.
we start making rangoli in the afternoon.
In the afternoon. No, I
Okay.
just want to say that we start from afternoon and it will continue till evening or night.
Yes, I understood, but you can't use the word since over here.
Okay, all right.
So what you can say is, even though we have to present the rangoli in the evening, we have to start preparing for it since, or like we have to start preparing for it in the afternoon. We have to
In the
start
afternoon.
making it in the afternoon.
Yes, and it is something for us, like we have a competition in our street, that whose rangoli, whose rangoli is
Obviously,
going to look best. And I can recall that I cannot say that I'm very good rangoli maker, but I take time to make rangoli, or you can say I can draw the exact whatever the painting I have. So I can draw on the on the floor.
on the floor, yeah, on the floor, on the
Yes,
ground.
yes.
Do you
Then
make it outside your house or do you make
yes,
it on some sort
outside.
of
That's the reason
porch?
I am confused. Outside. So it is basically soil. I mean, not floor.
You make it on dirt.
Yes, on dirt. But it is
So is it
solid.
right outside your house?
Yeah, right in front. Yeah, right side. What did you say?
Right
Right?
outside your house.
Yeah, right outside my house.
So that's
Yes.
so there's a term for that. Um, in India we don't really have bungalows, and we don't have villas. But in general, the outside of your house is called porch. Porch. The porch.
Porch.
Yes.
Okay. All
So,
right.
we live in buildings, so we don't really have a porch because it's a common porch. Like
Okay.
5 or 6 flats will have the same ground outside the house. But in this situation, when you say that you're making a rangoli outside your door or outside your house on a corner, you can say
Yeah.
on the porch of my house. I make rangoli on the porch of my house.
On the porch of my house. Okay.
Perfect. Yes.
Great. Even we have I mean in village we all have a big houses. So we have enough space that we can make rangoli inside our house. But this is like custom or tradition. We all make rangoli outside of my house or on the porch.
Also,
Yeah.
we all make rangoli outside our houses. If we're talking about all of them, you can
Yes,
say our houses.
our houses. Okay, okay.
You cannot
So it
say
is.
all of us make rangoli inside my house, because then it's like
Sorry,
everyone came
sorry.
into your house to make a rangoli.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the sentence is very long, so I
You got
struggling to.
confused. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so this is the second most thing for us, and we are very excited to make it. We uh, I mean, for rangoli, we prepare for earlier. before the festival.
So you
Yeah,
can say we start preparing quite early,
yeah, we start preparing quite early.
or you can say we start preparing in advance. These are the two words, two
Yes,
sentences you can use.
yeah, yeah.
So
Ask
you
me
want to
some
know
more
what my
questions.
favorite festival is?
Yeah, I would love to know.
So in my house, like in my family, joint family, okay, we don't really celebrate a lot of festivals. Obviously, Diwali is important because, well, my family is into the gold business, right? The
Gold.
jewelers. Yes. So,
Oh,
yeah, so Diwali is important because for us, it becomes like a financial new year.
yeah, it is like, yeah, financial new year. So in this way,
So,
this is the biggest festival for you, I think so.
for my family, but I don't like celebrating festivals because I used to hate going for that Diwali puja, when you're supposed to go to your office and then do all this Lakshmi puja and all of these different things.
Yeah,
Not because I don't like that culture or that tradition, because for some reason my dad would pick the most awkward times. I think, what is it called? Muhurat, right?
Muhurat.
I
Yes,
can't think
I
of
know.
the English word.
Muhurat, Muhurat. How can I know if you don't know?
Exactly. So basically, that Muhurat would always be very, very weird. It would like the puja would start at 2 in the morning or at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that if it is it is happened. No, it happened with you. So yeah, I must say that yeah, no one is interested to celebrate this sort of festival.
Exactly. I would
Yeah.
get very irritated. I'm like, oh my god, why am I doing this? Because if it was 2 o'clock, if it was at 2 o'clock at night, I could not sleep till two,
Oh yeah,
and then it would
because
go on till 5, and then you come home, right? And then as soon as we came home, my dad's like, yeah, but now because of the Muhurat, we have to open the shop at 7 o'clock in the morning. So basically, I would just go home at
okay.
5:36, go eat something, take like a 1 hour nap, and then go back to work for the whole day, by the way,
Then
and then come back
yes,
home at 8
then
o'clock at night.
if this is the scenario, then festival is not like a festival. It
Yes,
is also
it ruined the fun for me.
work. Yeah, yeah. Because in festival, I think we celebrate festivals to make ourselves light or joyful, you know, and we want to have some good quality time. Sorry, good quality time.
Spend some
Time.
quality time with our
Yeah,
family.
spend quality times with our family or with loved ones,
Hmm.
right? So
Yes,
this is yeah. So this is I mean, for me, this is a festival. I mean, for everyone, I think so.
yes, but I understand your perspective, what you're trying to say. I think I don't really celebrate festivals. I just realized. So in my building, we used to celebrate a couple of festivals. Obviously, we used to
Okay.
burst crackers during Diwali. We
Yeah.
would fly kites. We
Yeah.
would, I think a couple of years ago, we also had a fun and fair. Like, you know how we have like a fun and fair? Do you understand
No.
what I'm saying?
No. I didn't get you.
Like a carnival.
Yes. I carnival. I know that.
Yeah. So we would have small shops. Like my mom would always make like a cake shop and she would bake cakes for the kids. I remember she had made a Barbie cake. And it was very, very pretty.
Yeah. We recently. I mean, I think next month we were going to celebrate a festival called Akti. Akti. In this festival, from that day, a marriage ceremony will start.
Right. It's a good
Basically,
period in the stars to start getting married,
yeah,
right?
yeah. This is something.
Yes.
But how we celebrate in my childhood? I mean, we make some small house. This is a festival for children. They
Mhm.
buy some doll, female doll and main doll. How could I say? How can I say main doll? Is it
They could
correct?
buy some dolls, males, and
Yeah, and they organize a marriage ceremony and they make some sweets and foods, and all the elders are invited to their festival. Yes,
to
and
their
it is
respective weddings. I understand.
yes, yes, and we sell. Yeah, we have so many. We have much fun to celebrating this festival. I mean, now I cannot celebrate this sort of festivals, but I
Now,
uh,
because of Corona or because you're an adult?
adult, because I'm an
Okay.
adult, because this is the festival of children. So I
Yeah.
cannot. Yeah, but it is. I love to see that how children are so happy, and how they celebrate these festivals. This is something we will do. I mean, they do in a funny way. A marriage, and I mean, after having so many festivals, I must say that this marriage ceremony is the biggest festival in our country, and the biggest business as well. I feel so.
You're talking about the wedding industry.
Yes, wedding
Yeah.
industry, because of we want to make our marriage ceremony so lavish, or so it's
It's a
obvious that
once in a lifetime event, so
yeah.
everyone does try to go overboard.
Yes, so we can say that this is the festival. I mean, we cannot say for this community or this religion, but community. Marriage ceremony is the biggest festival for all Indians.
It's the biggest event of their
Event,
life.